resolve it, because successive boards and managers are not interested in resolving it. They are only interested in seeing what other opportunities they can get. I really hope that as we are going this way, we will be able to resolve these outstanding matters. Mr. Speaker, two more things. There's one thing Honorable Baya has said which I am in agreement with, although he was confusing me, because he starts by saying he supports the bill. Then he says at the third reading he's going to persuade the House to drop the idea of supporting the bill so that all these tasks can go to the counties. So he's probating and reprobating. The Honorable Owen Baya must decide where he stands, especially as the deputy leader of majority. You must consult and know which bill you are supporting, which one you are opposing, because you confuse us. We don't even know whether you are speaking as the deputy majority leader or the member for Kilifi. And you know, sometimes now we wonder what to do with you. But having said that, the idea of rationalizing the tasks and functions of these regional bodies vis-a-vis the functions of counties is a legitimate one. And that is something that must be focused on. However, the Honorable Owen Baya has always spoken to this thing of coast being run by coastarians. All these resources that these regional bodies are dealing with, they are not regional resources, they are national resources. Even if it's Lake Victoria, it's not a resource for Nyanza, it's a resource for Kenya. Even if it's the coast, it's a resource for Kenya. So let us not tribalize and, regionalize even things that can be national. What we must bear in mind is that these regional bodies are being funded by the taxpayer from the entire country. These regional bodies are supposed to do functions consistent with the Constitution, and the Constitution requires diversity and balancing. We must ensure there is diversity and balancing and merit, so that ultimately, if a man from Tarakaniti, like the Honorable Murugara, can be the best leader in Coast Development Authority, why not? If it is possible. If you, Owen Baya, turns out to be the best MD that Lake Victoria can ever have, why not? Provided you do what it fits. We cannot be amending the laws to make our situation and ethnicization worse when we should be endeavoring to be one nation state. Now, Mr. Speaker, I support the bill. I denounce this Owen Baya regionalization agenda, and I suggest that we pass the bill as it is. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable members in the Speaker's Gallery, order Honorable Baya. Honorable members in the Speaker's Gallery is St. Francis Girls Mangu, Gatundu North Constituency, Kiambu. Do you have any member of Kiambu region to just welcome the girls? Let me give to Senior Counsel that opportunity to welcome the girls in the House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Allow me kindly to welcome the St. Francis Mangu girls to the National Assembly. It's a school I remember very well. When I did my O-levels at Mangu High School, we used to visit St. Francis girls at Mangu. Therefore, I remember their school with nostalgia because it was part of the development as we grew up. St. Francis girls, this is the House of the National Assembly. I know you're studying very hard as usual, and sooner or later you will actually be coming here to represent the various constituencies where you come from. So do your exams well, study well, and you're going to be great ladies in this country. Welcome to the National Assembly.
Very well. The Honorable Letapila, MP Samburu, proceed.
Please. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the bill on regional authorities. I am a member of the committee, and I would like to say from the onset that, in my opinion, the regional authorities have been an answer of sorts, especially to marginalized constituencies and parts of this country. which were victims of the section of paper number 10, which legitimately marginalized part of this country, and which deemed part of this country to be less productive and therefore undeserving of state support in terms of development. RDS have also been able to provide strategic interventions in terms of mega projects of national value, like mega dams, that have greatly helped this country in terms of food security through irrigation, among other measures. Regional authorities have been a great complement to devolution, especially from the national level, and should be viewed as such. This bill seeks to consolidate all RDS under one legislation, because individual RDS have been having their bills, their acts, and every RDA, in essence, has been having uneven board membership, and this bill is seeking to drop them from 12 to 9 members. This bill also seeks to align the RDS with the 2010 Constitution, and I support the sentiment from Honorable Otiende Amollo on the constitution of the membership of these boards. I believe that the Constitution of Kenya gives every Kenyan an equal opportunity to serve in this country, and that meritocracy should be the order of choosing the membership of these regional authorities. I also support the idea that the membership of this committee, of these authorities, should include locals, because these authorities serve specific areas, and locals have better knowledge of prevailing situations and conditions in those areas. Regional authorities which serve areas, let's say, of like northern Kenya, if you get members from specific places where those authorities serve, are better people to understand the problems affecting those communities, and therefore better place to serve and to offer even services and better advice which will add value to those authorities, especially in those areas. I thank the committee of the regional authorities for taking views during its public participation, and those who are part of those who are the things which are coming out strongly during those public participations. We are getting strong sentiments that these authorities are purviews of political appointees who don't really add value. Communities who are saying that we need local representation in these committees for better service delivery. Those are views which were taken by this bill, and that is where you get those sentiments from members of the committee that the membership should include locals. We were also getting sentiments from communities that the membership is bloated, and that's where those reduction of the board membership came out. We believe, or rather I believe, that the RDS should be retained at the national level to complement the development at other levels of government. The notion that these RDS should go to devolved units were sentiments which were getting strong opposition during public participation. The people who are giving the feedback strongly supported the RDS to remain at the national level. Many of them were viewing the RDS the same way they are viewing CDF developments at the constituency level. They're saying they are seeing more impact, they're getting more value for their money from this RDS. And I support the notion that the RDS should remain at the national level and shouldn't go to the devolved units, unlike what the leader of majority was saying. And I support Honorable Otiende Amollo there. The leader of majority confused all of us because we didn't know whether he was supporting the bill or opposing the bill, because if he had gone through the bill properly, he would have read and understood what I am saying as a member of this committee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That's my submission.
And the leader, you should take your place. You know, every member is